Musicians are constantly annoyed by how much content they need to make today just to get their music heard. For some of them, making 3 videos a week is already too much to ask. And now there's talk that you need to have 3 accounts where you post every day. What the hell are you supposed to do here? Well, like most things musicians freak out about, I can get your head screwed on straight and show you that a lot of the time you've been doing things the hard way, which is why it seems like a lot of work. And if we can just get you past a few blocks, life's gonna get a lot easier. So what I'm about to show you in this video, I promise will make you see making short form videos doesn't need to be as hard as you're making it out to be. So by the end of this video, you'll have a better handle on how to promote your music in a bunch of different ways and how to put in 1/4 of the effort you were doing before by working with a smarter tool. So let's get right to it. Whether you're trying to make 3 videos a week or post a single video to 3 accounts a day, you both have one thing in common. It's taking way more time than you'd like to devote to it. Whether you're using CAPCUT, DaVinci Resolve, Premiere, or the not quite ready for the job Instagram Edits app, we all feel frustrated with making those videos. Why are you constantly re-entering the same content into the editor or retiming lyrics to the music? It makes no sense, but the fact is, none of those apps are designed for musicians promoting their music. Now, I know some of you are like, wait, Jesse, what the fuck do you mean some artists have 3 accounts? Yeah, okay, if you missed last year's video in my main feed about fan accounts, you may have slept on this. Or maybe you caught all the recent controversy when, a year later, the internet has discovered that literally everyone from Somber to Ray to Slater to Geese to whoever has companies running accounts that make videos for their music. And that many DIY artists for years have been putting their music on accounts that don't look like it's for their music or fan accounts to get their music heard, because let's be honest, when you're posting your own music, it's a lot less exciting than when somebody says, hey, you should really listen to this. And since seemingly many of the loudest people on the internet forums these days sound like they were born yesterday, you probably missed that last year I put out a whole video on this a whole year ago, and it's been going on a lot longer than that. But if you want to learn about what you should be doing to make those 3 accounts and you're intrigued about it, it's exactly what we talk about on my membership channel each week. So for $5 a month, you get over 6 hours of new videos every month, plus my back catalog of over 150 videos where I break down the latest social media trends, answer your questions, and share cheat codes for how you blow up in your genre faster than other artists. We also dissect how the biggest artists in the world are going from 0 fans to making their dreams come true, cover the latest music promotion methods, and once a month I listen to songs that the members submit of their own music. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, I'm writing a workbook on DIY artist development and world building, and members get access to the rough draft as I write it. So you should really tap in there, and the link is in the description. Anyway, 3 accounts, that's what we were talking about. So basically, one of those accounts is always your main artist account, where you do the normal things we talk about here. Then you might have an outside influence account, which is where you promote a playlist or you say, hey, here's the hottest bands in this genre, these are the best songs of the summer, and, you bring your music into that conversation within your microgenre. Just like what's on the screen right now. And then another account could be doing edits of like horror movies to your song and other songs in your microgenre. Or it could be featuring people who dress like folks do in your microgenre. And your song and other popular songs in that microgenre will be playing in the background. And yes, if you really want to get into this, there's whole videos on this in my member feed. But the reason so many artists love this approach is that a lot of you just want to create aura-having videos. You want the really great stuff that you make that you're proud of on your main account. You don't want to be posting slop and reposting all this crap. You want to be like your favorite artist and put really cool stuff on your main account. But you can't make that stuff every day. So this 3 account strategy allows you to post every day on a burner account, an alt or a Finsta, or a more slop account. You can post all sorts of lower effort content on these, and a lot of people find this interesting. They find it cool to find your other alt accounts. So when you're posting a fit check, hanging out at band practice, whatever, that feels cool. And you're putting your song playing over it. And this way, you're still putting up videos every day trying to get your song heard, but it doesn't need to be as much effort as that main artist account where you're putting up the stuff you're really proud of. Now, a lot of you are horrified because this sounds like so much work. But like I said at the top of the video, I've got a tool that will show you how to do this, whether you want to make 3 videos or a full week's worth of content for your fan and edits accounts in about a quarter of the time that you've been doing everything else. Just watch. But before I show you that tool, I want to be upfront. I do a lot of sponsored content where I take money to promote different apps on this channel. And I always do it to apps I believe in. But about once a year, I find an app like this one I'm about to show you where I don't even take any of the money. And I'll be honest, this is probably going to feel like an ad, but I was not paid one dime. I did get an affiliate code from them. And look, let's be real. I'm making a documentary on how musicians are robbed by Spotify, YouTube, Live Nation, and more, and I need all the help I can get to keep my credit card bill down. So if it comes with an affiliate code where you get 20% off this product for using it, well, we're both winning here. So the tool is called FlowStage, and I'm going to walk you through the actual features because there's a lot here worth knowing about. The guy who built it is an indie artist who goes by Azkal, who has a computer science degree that has worked in tech for 6 years and explains why this app is so good. He saw where all the other tools for musicians making short-form videos were falling short, and he fixed them. In 2021, he put out an EP and made over 1,000 short-form videos to promote it, but he went through every existing solution. AI lyric video tools, CAPCUT, Final Cut Pro, DaVinci, and found that everything fell into one of two categories. Either it was AI slop that didn't represent his artist brand and forced him to make sacrifices on the content he actually wanted to make, or it was a high-fidelity tool that only let him make one video at a time and still took 5 to 10 minutes per video when he got really good at using it. So he built FlowStage. So let's get into what FlowStage actually is. The best description is kind of like an intersection of Notion, Pinterest, CapCut, and schedules like Later or Metricool. And the goal is simple. It should take you the same amount of time to make one video in CapCut as it takes to make 50 videos in FlowStage. And I'm not kidding. And it isn't AI slop. Everything in here is 100% customizable to your own vibe as a musician and what you input into it. It just makes it easier to create. The templates are not hard-coded. They're example presets you can take in any direction, and you should use them to learn what this thing is capable of and build out your own aesthetics, store your videos, photos, memes, whatever you use to promote your music, and start remixing content and getting different ideas of how you can use it within this app. When something is working, you can easily pull ideas and make follow-up videos fast. I always tell you that if you have one video that really goes off of the algorithm, try to think how you improve it. FlowStage makes that really, really easy. Switch out the font, upload your own font, change the color of the lyrics, swap out what images are behind them. This should look like you and your own artistry. And it's literally 100 times easier in FlowStage than in CapCut or any of the other competitors, as you can see from the examples on the screen. But the core feature that makes it so much easier is these things they call aesthetics. An aesthetic is a mood board that you build in FlowStage to help you make videos. It's a combination of videos, photos, audio, and text hooks that set you up with intention, and then you can pull from that intention over and over and over again. Their motto is create with intention. And let me be clear, FlowStage can absolutely be used to make slop. They just recommend you don't use it that way, and they're making it easier for you to make better content. If you put an hour into building a solid aesthetic, you could then draft a week's worth of videos in minutes all the time. Here's what different aesthetics look like in practice. One example is a summer aesthetic, walking videos, just existing in New York City. B-roll of your actual life. The purpose is to show you're a real person, and when you add your song to an aesthetic or someone else's song, FlowStage automatically transcribes it for you word by word and line by line in a fully editable lyric editor. You can cut the song into different sections, a chorus, a pre-chorus, whatever you want to test separately on social media. So if you're going to try to test which part of your song goes best, it's going to be easy after you do it once to pick up the one that works best and start putting it into tons of other videos. And you're not locked into using footage of yourself. You can run a completely separate aesthetic that's just B-roll of couples and silhouettes with a completely different look and feel. The hooks in that aesthetic are more about what's in the song itself rather than your personality as an artist. But a more interesting strategic play is the artist fan page aesthetic. The founder of FlowStage, Ram, is a big fan of the 1975, just like me, and makes a lot of music in that vein. So he runs a 1975 fan page where everything's in black and white, very like cool and spacey, and he loads in 1975 songs, then strategically slots in his own songs that he thinks fans of the 1975 would connect with. He's targeting their fan base by creating content in their visual language while also genuinely expressing that he's a fan, and that's smart positioning. Azkal also runs fan accounts aesthetics in every fandom he's personally a part of as an artist. Arcane, Cobra Kai, Digimon, anime edits of various kinds, photo slideshows are in there too. The platform handles all of it. But let's talk about making videos in here. When you actually go to create a video, FlowStage will pick a song segment, hook, and section of your song to put together a video automatically. And then the video is fully editable. You can swap clips around, make it more dynamic, cut on specific words. There's a bunch of specific toggles and settings to play with, or you could pull from trending styles they have that are available. They have a whole library of them. But where it gets really powerful is batch creation. You don't have to just make one video. You could say, I want 2 videos from these 2 sections of the song. One from this 1975 song, one from a Bad Sung song, one from the band Camino, and one from your song. Then hit create. FlowStage instantly drafts all of those in sequence in a variety of styles that share the same visual language from your aesthetic and exist from that mood board aesthetic you made. You can seriously one-shot your entire content calendar very, very fast if you want to. One of my favorite features is how FlowStage allows you to edit at scale. And if you edited one video into a specific lyric style you like, you don't come back and redo those changes on every other video. You copy and paste like an Excel sheet and apply the same style across the entire batch, or turn it into a preset and use it indefinitely across future content. The lyrics are always correct because everything pulls from one source transcript of the lyric video in the section of the song. The hooks it uses are always the ones you've approved. You can make content that looks like it was made in one take on TikTok, but is actually pulling from 50 clips of B-roll that rotate so nothing repeats. Swap aesthetics, font colors, experiment. It takes so much less time to do any of this compared to what you've been using before. And I should say, if you're blown away by this tool, so many of you don't know that for free in the description, I curate a list of tools and resources where I give my honest opinion on over 200 tools. And so many of the times when you say, this takes so much time, it's because you're using a terrible tool. So hit the description and download my list of tools and resources so you stop wasting your time and are more efficient, just like how you didn't know about this till now. But there's also this thing called clipping. Now, some of you are familiar with this, but what it basically is, when you see all those clips from a podcast, that's clipping. When you see like Alyssa Liu dancing around and there's a portion of a song to it, that's clipping. And in FlowStage, there's a browser-based clipper that lets you pull any YouTube video directly into an aesthetic. For example, if you want to take Alyssa Liu's viral skate to Pink Panther's song Stateside and put your song to it, you can clip it in the browser, map it to any song you want, and cut it up dynamically. From there, you can export it to an existing aesthetic or create a new one entirely. And one of the coolest things about this is FlowStage has an integrated scheduler, but this is worth being precise about. It doesn't auto-post. They actually built in the auto-post capability, tested it, and pulled it out. When people never had to manually log in to post, they stopped contributing to the TikTok ecosystem entirely, and accounts started getting shadow banned regularly. What this scheduler does is instead send you a text message if you're in the US, or push the post directly to your TikTok inbox. You open the app, and the post is already populated, and you hit a few buttons, and you're done in about 20 seconds. Then you go in, and you actually interface with your comments so that TikTok sees you're a real person and not an account that's on autopilot. And if you watch my member video where I go deep with Rom from FlowStage, we talk about how you make sure you don't get shadow banned and how you warm up these accounts. But basically, you need to give each of these accounts a little bit of attention each day for them to work. If you're just setting this on autopilot, they're all gonna basically get no interactions and no views. You do need to actually interact with the people who interact with you. And even just scrolling TikTok on these accounts contributes something. But let's talk about one last feature. FlowStage has a bunch of other tools to help you get started, like a library of community-made aesthetics that span almost every genre. These are starter packs you can take in, remix, combine, and kind of learn the app and what you should be doing there. It's a great starting point. And one of these crowd favorite aesthetics has a case study attached to it where an artist went from 100 streams a day to 10,000 streams a day, and then going on to get signed by Broke Records. So you're probably wondering, is this insanely expensive? And the great answer is absolutely not. It starts at $10. And the baseline plan lets you post once a day. And if you're running your main account and maybe 1 or 2 additional accounts, start there. And once you're ready to scale it to full multi-account strategy, move up. Start at the lowest tier, move around, get to know the product, and then move from there. It really is an incredible value compared to how much TikTok is charging for CAPCUT these days, when it's really not as good as this. So check out FlowStage and get 20% off your first month by using code JesseCannon in all caps. It helps support me as I try to make this documentary about how you all get robbed as musicians, and help yourself by using this amazing tool for less money. So here's the thing, if you just learned this, you really want to grow your fan base, so you need to understand why your videos may be failing. I just made a video on the most common mistakes I see musicians making, which is on the screen now or linked in the description. So watch that if you really want to level up. Thanks for watching.